It's time for our podcast.
We have a great chat with Rhys Darby, Kiwi actor, comedian from Flight of the Conchords. He's coming to Australia to do a stand-up tour. And we were talking about technology and all the things we thought we'd have by now. And he mentioned jetpacks.
Jetpacks?
And we thought, why don't we put that to the tribal drum? Where's my jetpack? What did you think we'd have by now? What did technology promise you?
You know, in 1984, we saw a jetpack at the LA Olympic Games. And I thought, surely by this year, 2024, 40 years later, surely everyone will have a jetpack.
Well, when we thought who we'd be in the future, we pictured ourselves walking around in alfoil suits like we were all garlic bread and eating space food sticks. None of that's happened either.
That's not the case at all. TikTok Tucker, oh my goodness.
Oh, this was a hard one today. I would normally eat anything. This is a recipe from the 60s that's been made prominent again on TikTok. It involved eating liver in a salad. It didn't go very well. Let's just put it that way.
What would you rather eat, TikTok Tucker or Mike Tyson's ass?
Raw or cooked? Because that would make a difference.
It'd be a bit blue.
We discuss all of that and we wrap up the arias in the only way we can.
Enjoy the podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller.
Amanda. Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy.
We're on the radio right now.
What is it you can't face?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
What are you, an idiot?
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda.
Hello.
Doing all right? Getting good grades?
I am, and there's a ship that's just arrived and docking beside the bridge.
It's Amanda's shipping news.
I thought you'd lost interest in
No,
this.
I'm happy for everyone. 'cause
It's
the
like when
weather's
you were a
nice.
kid and you wanted to help the little starving children of Africa and you did a poster and everything and then gave up.
Excuse me, I was saving endangered animals
Oh, were you?
in my thoughts.
What
And
was
then
the
I
little
couldn't be-
picture you had of a little Somalian kid?
Oh, yeah,
and-
no, that was one, but also another one. There was a... There was a door knock appeal for, actually, Operation Noah, which then became a drug thing later on, didn't
Yeah,
it?
you were a narc.
No, it was a drawing of Noah, and we were trying to save all the creatures on the ark. And I was going to do a big door knock appeal, and I'd written in my diary, we just can't afford to have these beautiful creatures become extinct. And then I was invited to a party, so I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And my father said, well, good on you for, not doing it. And I said, at least I thought about it.
The old
I didn't
sham-
ask to be born. Shut up.
The old champagne socialist.
So anyway, the Ovation of the Seas
Oh,
is
this
with
is
us
shipping
today.
news. Sorry, yes.
7 nights. So this would be a nice one to Tasmania and Adelaide.
How many souls?
Don't know.
How many screws?
Don't know.
How much tonnage?
Don't know.
These are all the details that we need.
No one needs that. They just need to know, well, there's 7 nights to Tasmania and Adelaide. I think that'd be a nice trip. Go to the wineries, stuff like that. Buy stuff in Salamanca markets. Nice things to do.
Welcome.
Welcome to our land.
What about the RTBU, the Rail Train Bus Union? What's going on with that?
Well, that's the thing. If you're in a ship and you arrive over the weekend, good luck to you.
Because Pearl Jam, they're running the trains tonight for Pearl Jam, which is good.
Not for the... So it kicks
for the weekend. But we're
kicks
not,
in at midnight tonight.
Minzy's at the table trying to do the dealing.
Please, Mr. Minns. It's otherwise, what chaos.
But I
What chaos.
was reading if they were to give in to the demands of the union, it's going to cost us $2 billion.
Is it a pay rise?
That's the pay rise. Oh, and running the trains 24 hours 7, as my sister likes to say. Having said that, they can't run them 24 hours 7 because of the maintenance they have to do. On the weekends is always the maintenance.
Well, have you heard about the maintenance? So not only is there that rail strike, the Metro has got, this has been planned for a long time, to have maintenance this weekend.
Yeah.
So the Metro's going to be down as well.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Can they let it go on a little bit? It's like the engine warning light on your car. Can you say, okay, well, I'll just do that next week.
Wouldn't you
Or
think,
is it
why
really-
not, on a weekend like that, wouldn't you say, let's do the maintenance another time?
But I understand you don't want then if the train crashes
No,
and
but if it's
die,
routine maintenance, that, you know.
Yeah,
just,
like if it's changing the wiper fluid, then fair enough. But if the wheel's about to fall off, I just,
But all the knock-on effects. My son's got exams on Friday, and it's a prac exam for things, and they're sort of thinking maybe I need to do it online.
Mm-hmm.
So all the knock-on effects for not only people not being able to get to work, but all kinds of stuff.
The other thing that's been bugging me that kept me up awake last night, Gemwai Rai.
Yeah.
How did you go with the recycling bin? Gemwai Rai's in trouble at home off his dad because...
Well, I had all this cardboard from these boxes, and so I ripped it all up, and it's this massive pile, and then I put it into our recycling bin, and then Dad had to go at me because apparently I filled it all the way up to the top.
Isn't that what it's for, you'd think?
Yeah. And so I said, okay, fine. So I took it out, then I got the hose, and I hosed it all down.
Oh, that trick to squish it down.
Yeah. So then I put it in the bin, and then I jumped in the bin and was like squashing it down, and it was fine. It was perfect. So it was...
Did it come out, though?
It did come out.
Oh, because you probably just moulded it to the inside of the bin.
And there's nothing worse. Like, I'm a very calm person, as you know.
But you're a recycling perv.
But if the bin and it doesn't come out of the bin,
And you put the fear of God into me. You said, it's not going to come out.
It's not going to come out. You've packed it down.
Yeah.
You've packed it too tight.
So thankfully it did. Otherwise, Dad would have poisoned me with another steak.
Yeah.
I tell you, there's nothing more satisfying in the world. I don't know if women get this, but there's nothing more satisfying in a middle-aged man's life when the garbage goes and it goes successfully.
No.
There is nothing more satisfying.
I can think of a lot of things more satisfying
It's
than that.
just so satisfying. Got an action-packed show today. Reece Darby is going to be on the show. How did that
Darby's
get through to
joining
the
us.
keeper?
Yeah.
I love Reece Darby. You remember him as Murray in Flight of the Conchords.
Yep.
He's going to be joining us. Instagram makes its return.
But let's kick off with Mag 7. Here's question 1. What colour is a standard Lego character?
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
We have the Magnificent 7 for you. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
Have you been in a time machine? You've
I said-
become my grandfather when you
It's
say 12 after 6.
Sometimes I like to sass how I tell the time. Sometimes I'll do the time...
Incorrectly.
or I'll give you the time from Jupiter. But
It's 12 after 6.
if you listen to the talkback stations, they go 12 and 1/4 minutes
Well, I
past
always feel
the hour.
sorry for the ABC who has to do the national ones at times of daylight saving. It's half an hour here, 3
It's too
hours
much.
there. No, it's
I don't know.
exhausting.
Do people care about hearing the time on the radio? Does that help? I worry about the future of radio because, we're getting... The pie is getting smaller and smaller. There's so much competition these days. So the little service elements, the time, the weather, the traffic,
I think you'll
what's
need the
happening
time.
right now.
I think you need the
Okay,
time.
well, I'm going to stay doing it. It's
We know.
13
Okay. After 6.
after 6 and Kelly's in Glen.
Hello, Kelly. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Jonesy and Amanda.
Question number 1. What colour is a standard Lego character?
Yellow.
Yellow.
What vegetable, Kelly, can also be a way to describe an ear which has been injured?
Corn.
No.
No. Corn ear?
No, this is something footballers get.
Yeah. Sometimes when I look at Big Gal, I look at his ears and, and he sees me and I say, well, I'm not looking at your ears.
Lucky you're not a vegan. You'd be munching down on that.
Dale is in Waterloo.
Hello, Dale.
What guys? How are you?
Very
Great.
well. So what vegetable can also be described as a way to describe an ear that's been injured?
Pumpkin?
No pet names at work, Dale.
Pumpkin ear?
No.
It's a deformity caused by blunt auricular trauma.
It's where the blood
Rubbing of the
sacs have
ears.
opened up in the ears, I guess, and it's misshapen the ears. And as I said, you see it on footballers.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes they wear headgear and things now. They're very careful about it. It's old school.
There was a Broncos player that I used to do the radio show with, Peter Ryan, many years ago, and he had spectacular versions of these.
Right.
Really. Like they were just flat plates, pretty much. His ears were just flat plates.
Well, give us the answer. What
And is this
vegetable
weird?
is used to describe
One day,
it?
said, can I feel them?
No. And what did it feel like?
It just felt just so soft. And then...
Because there weren't any undulations.
Yeah, and then we're in the
Just
studio.
all puff.
And then the producer walked in and I was just feeling his ears.
Like he didn't have a groin injury. Give us a call. What's that kind of ear called?
Jam Nation.
WSFM, hello there, it's Jonesy and Amanda. I was just using these station
I
binoculars.
saw that.
To have a look,
to look at
what's...
the pool deck of the Ovation of the Seas.
Yes, that's in the line of sight, but as you can see, there are emergency vehicles
Where?
at the southern pylon of the Harbour Bridge, but traffic seems to be moving smoothly, heading south from the north.
Thanks, Brendan. I'd prefer my shipping news.
You know, I'm getting a bit. I see why Ray Hadley gets into this when he's doing there's some truck on the Galston Gorge. You get into it.
You'll miss it.
But the traffic's moving smoothly. Good on you, people. Stop. No one's slowing down to have a gander. That's what they do in Brisbane. Someone pulls over the side of the road, the whole city stops.
Someone picks a hair out of their chin, everyone stops, as I learnt.
The Magnificent Seven. We're up to question 2.
Okay, Jeff is in George's Hall. Hello, Jeff.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Very well. What vegetable can also be a way to describe an ear that's been injured?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower ear, not a pumpkin ear or a corn ear, as we had earlier.
Let's play Riff Raff.
Any old riff raff backstage?
Oh, riff raff everywhere. Got you, I understand. Got to keep out the riff raff.
Which song has this riff?
That is a banger.
Do you know?
Early Warning by Baby Animals.
Oh, it's
Jeff.
Baby Animals, but that's not the song.
Felix is in Ashfield.
Felix, we know it's Baby Animals, but what's the song?
Good morning. One word.
Yes, it is.
One word. I saw them at that 360 gig I did at the Coliseum. How good were the Baby Animals?
Love it.
Extraordinary.
Question number 4. This is multiple choice for you, Felix. How many Australian Test cricket captains have there been so far? A, 45, B, 46, C, 47.
B.
No, it's not 46.
Peter's in Summer Hill.
Hi, Peter.
Good morning.
How many Australian cricket captains? 45 or 47?
47.
47. Pat Cummins is our captain at the moment.
Peter, does Australia have more or less than 10 different species of owl?
Oh, God.
More or less?
That's a head crusher.
Less.
Oh, you've gone the wrong guess.
What's your favourite owl, just out of curiosity?
Who?
You. Oh.
Can't believe you fell for that. Hello, Anne-Marie and
I
Sinclair.
like the barking owl.
How are you, Anne-Marie?
I'm good. How are you both?
Very well.
Right.
I like the masked owl. Remember when they tried to pull its head off on that show?
And Osher Ginsburg just yelled at it.
Does Australia have more or less than 10 different species of owl?
More.
It's got more. It's got 11. There you go.
What about the sooty owl?
Sooty owl, the southern boobook. Let's not name them all.
What is a colander used for, Anne-Marie?
For straining vegetables, pasta.
That's it. Just strained liquid out of food or washed food. Question 7. Which Australian artist was inducted into the 2024 ARIA Hall of Fame last night?
Missy Higgins.
You've
love it.
done it.
Congratulations to her. And you, Anne-Marie, you are the winner of the Jam Pack. $200 to spend on glasses at Bailey Nelson. World-class eyewear without the designer price tag. A $150 Priceline voucher, thanks to Quality Health, Australian-owned vitamins and supplements, and Jonesy and Amanda caricatures for you to colour in, and some Staedtler pencils. Anne-Marie, is there anything you'd like to add?
I would like to say thank you, Jonesy and Amanda. You are my favourite. No wonder your radio station is number 1. And Jonesy, last year I did not, you may not remember this, but Mama didn't get the Dyson.
Mama didn't get the Dyson.
My son and I were in there for the Mother's Day and he won, but I wanted a Dyson, but the washing machine broke and I needed a new washing machine, so Mama didn't get her Dyson.
Oh, you didn't get a Dyson.
Well, Anne-Marie, thank you for your kind words, and I'm sorry you didn't get a Dyson.
Everyone should have a Dyson. Remember that time you were sitting at a thing?
Oh, this was many years ago, like 35 years ago. I was sitting next to this man at a dinner party, and he said he was a designer. I said, what for? And he said, Dyson vacuum cleaners. I said, that's an unusual combination of things.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, I'd never heard of Dyson.
Yeah.
I thought, imagine designing dice and then designing vacuum cleaners.
Was it at that point when he said, can I switch seats?
Yep.
Good on you, Anne-Marie.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast. We are back, baby.
Here we go.
Put the pedal to the metal. This is it. And step on the gas. Go!
On this day, back in 1981, as I'm thumbing through the Jalmanac, Olivia Newton-John started a 10-week run at number 1 in the US singles
With which
chart.
song?
Physical. Mm-hmm. It was all about that. She was worried about Physical at the time.
It's a bit saucy?
She was a bit too saucy. She said this on a talk show.
That song went platinum. I mean, I remember that was like one of the defining songs of the 80s, I guess.
It did very well.
Yeah.
Despite my being nervous about it and trying to stop it, I was so freaked out about it.
Did you really? You tried to stop it?
It was so kind of over the top. I called my manager and said, we have to stop it. It's too out there. He said, it's too late.
It's so funny that you thought that was too over the top. I mean, now you look at stuff that's out there, it's like...
It's nothing. It's nothing, yeah.
Yeah,
the film clip was pretty raunchy.
It was raunchy, but meanwhile, Cardi B is saying, hold my beer.
Yeah, well, there wasn't a lot of like for it to be seen there.
In years to come, what will Cardi B say about the song WAP? What will she say?
She'd say...
we're avant-garde.
She'd say it was just a romantic tale. It's an old-school romantic tale.
What will happen in 20 years?
How fascinating. We'll still be working here. We'll let you know.
Let's put this on.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation. WSFM, hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda. Olivia couldn't even say animal. She said, let's get Tanimal in that song.
Did she?
Yeah.
Let's get Tanimal.
Let's get Tanimal. It was too racy for her.
And what's a Tanimal? Like a squishmallow?
At the Squishmallow.
Brendan.
Sorry.
What's that? What are you watching?
That's my time lapse. And I was
that
teaming
sexual
it up.
music?
That's Dire Straits, My Latest Trick.
Oh.
You know that song?
No.
It's a great song. I know you love Dire Straits.
I know that you spend a lot of your time doing your time lapse.
Not much. Not much at all. No more time than you spend on your phone during the show.
Looking for content.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm looking for? And I like Thursday because you know what happens on Thursday?
Tell me.
Double A Chattery drops.
Yes.
It's your side project, and I know I'm a little bit jelly that you have found another space.
Well, I get a space to talk, and I think that's really nice. Is that I'm doing a podcast with Anita McGregor, who is a forensic psychologist. But by the by, she's my best friend. So we talk about all kinds of stuff. She's a very outdoorsy person. And so
she's Canadian. They're all
Canadian.
Outdoorsy.
They're all outdoorsy. But when she does outdoorsy stuff, she wears the waterproof, the Gore-Tex. She's got the right boots. She does all that stuff. So I was fascinated to hear about this English woman who recreates history's forgotten women adventurers. She recreates their adventures in the clothing of the time. Oh. So rather than just talking about her, we actually spoke to her, and that's the podcast this week. So this is a woman called Lise Wortley, and she says throughout history, women adventurers and explorers have been overshadowed by their male counterparts. We don't know their stories, and there were incredible women doing incredible things. So she dresses in the clothing of the time. She has hiked the valleys of Iran in hobnail boots. She's climbed a Himalayan mountain in a corset. She slept on raining mountainsides in tweed with bloomers and itchy wool around her neck.
Can I ask a dumb question? What is a hobnailed boot? I always hear it and I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure. I think she said they're hugely uncomfortable. And when Anita said to her, what does your day look like when you're hiking up, the Himalayas or whatever? And she said that she's always slightly embarrassed because everyone comes out of their tents in the morning to begin their walks. And there she is dressed in this kind of Little House in the Prairie kind of clothes. There's a hobnail boot.
Right.
A hobnail is a short nail with a thick head used to increase the durability of boots. So you'd wear a pair of normal boots but with these spikes in them, really. Oh. So she's done some extraordinary things. And what she said, I found this really interesting. She said male explorers were different to female explorers. For male explorers, it was about getting there fastest and getting there first. She said what she's found by researching the female explorers is often they take longer, but they live with the people they meet along the way. They learn about their culture. They integrate themselves. They're part of the environment. And a big part of why she's doing this, not only just to remind us of these incredible women, but also to find a place in the outdoors world for women now, which I thought was amazing. And Anita and I had then sort of did some research and found that there's a Melbourne walking club that went back to the 1800s for women. That was women weren't allowed to do that kind of thing. So they set off, and once they're out of sight, they're allowed to maybe wear trousers. But at one point, they all went for a swim and only had one pair of bathers between them. Oh. So someone would jump in, throw the bathers to the next one, and she'd jump in. So these women were actually breaking protocols of what women were expected to be.
You wouldn't want to be the last one in that conga line.
Absolutely. But that walking club still exists today. Yeah, right. And so obviously our Indigenous forebears have walked these this country for millions of years. But for women in the 1800s and 1900s, it was almost impossible to do. So her name is Elise Wortley or Lise Wortley. She's on Instagram, but she's also on our podcast today and she's fascinating.
And the thing is, men never ask for directions. That's why they wander around everywhere.
That's why they're explorers. They don't know they're doing it. They're just leaving home and walking until they get somewhere.
Although if only Amelia Earhart did ask for directions.
Well, if only. I hope she's not going to recreate that journey.
No.
But you can find this podcast at aachattery.com.
Jam Nation.
It's been almost a decade since Rhys Darby last was on stage behind a microphone. But brace yourselves, he's headed our way in 2025 with his new show, aptly titled The Legend Returns. Like all good Kiwi things, it's only a matter of time before we claim him as our own. Rhys Darby, hello.
Here he is.
Hello.
10 years since you've done stand-up like this. You've got a wealth of stuff to draw on. What kind of things are tickling your fancy at the moment?
Well, I mean, as you know, the world has turned very rapidly in the last few years. We've had a lot to talk about. And for me, as a middle-aged man still wearing tight jeans, I'm dealing with many issues, as you can imagine. I'm an artist, so I'm dealing with the artificial intelligence takeover of the industry. And, where does a simple guy who likes to prance about and create comedy fit in this world? That's what the show's about.
Let's get back to the tight jeans for a moment. Are they sort of aging tight jeans? Is that the thing, is that we're told we're too old to wear this stuff now?
Well, I mean, if you ask the kids, they're certainly not in fashion anymore. The tight jeans had that period. There was they do come back. They come and they come again. And I think the 60s, they were big, the old stone pipes.
Yeah.
You'd know, Jonesy, what were they called?
The stovepipe jeans, not from the 60s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So these days, I think here in LA, I'm noticing, they're getting real baggy again.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. I think, look, when you get to 50, you can wear what you like.
Yeah, I think so too. That is a big thing. The women are always told that we're wearing mum jeans. That's what an insult.
Well, it's always the high-waisted or the low-waisted. That's what seems to happen.
Right. Where's your waist at?
Yeah.
High or low?
Well, 10 years ago, do you remember what was the big issue that you were doing on stand-up 10 years ago? Is there something you went, boom, that's what it was all about?
Yeah, I think 10 years ago it was definitely mermaids for me, and and where are jetpacks going?
And where have they gone?
To be honest with you, we're still waiting.
Yeah.
The jetpack thing, it just never quite came. I mean, they're there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who's really got them?
Yeah, because you know what? You're right about that, Rhys, because at the 1984 Olympic Games in LA, there was a guy with a jetpack.
Yep.
And it seems to come around every 10 years.
Well, I used to work on a science and technology show, and everyone says to me still, the show hasn't been on for years, still say, when are we getting our jetpacks and our flying cars?
Yeah.
We've got road rage on a road. Why would we put that in the air?
Oh, yeah. Well, it comes down to the artificial intelligence, because if you look at all Tesla's stuff, that autonomous driving ability, I guess if that autonomous ability was happening in the sky with all of the scanning of what is around you, we wouldn't have to do a thing. This thing would just go. And we're entering a zone now where there are these pilot drones that, and so I think they've got them in Dubai. They're working on sort of like a taxi situation where you get in and it just flies you without a pilot to a certain place. That's pretty frightening, but that's that's where we're going next.
You're in LA at the moment. Do they have driverless cars there? I don't know if I'd trust it. Have you been in one?
Nearly got hit by one literally yesterday. Yep, really? I'm pulling out with my car, and you know how sometimes you come out of a car park and you've gone a little bit too far into the main road, and you think to yourself, I might have to go back a bit here because there's a car coming. And normally a car would see you and also maybe, would go around you. But I looked at it and I thought, hang on, that's one of those driverless ones. It had a big thing on the roof and everything. Yeah. And so I thought, is that gonna swerve around me? So I pulled back a little bit, and as it went, it did not swerve at all, just kept going on its exact path and nearly hit me. Looked inside it, not a single driver. And I went, oh my God.
An empty car?
Yeah.
Oh,
just drive like it's obviously one of those cabs heading back to its base.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't have pulled back in, I reckon it would have, would it have hit me?
And who do you swap details with? There's not a human involved.
Yeah.
Wow.
You send an email, I guess. I know.
Because, Amanda, you saw that one. Remember that car and it had the red and blue lights on the top?
Here we go.
And it
Yeah,
followed
sounds like a. This could be a cop, is it?
It followed you for over 3 states.
I pretended I wasn't in my car.
Just kept following you.
Reece, it's always good to talk to you. Tickets to see Reece Darby are on sale now at tickettech.com.au. I hope there's something about jetpacks.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Yeah. I mean, I am dealing with technology and where it's going in the future. I like all that kind of stuff, and I like sort of showing me doing it on stage, a bit of physicality.
Actually, if you arrived, just spitballing this on stage in a jetpack, with a jetpack on your back.
I'd up your insurance before you tried it.
Yeah, maybe. Is there indoor jetpacks? Just sort of like training ones? I don't know.
Training jetpack.
Reece, thank you.
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Moving into the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Where's my jetpack? 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get on the questions right, $1,000.
Turn it into $2,000 by answering a bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
Just like that. Emma's in Blakehurst.
Hi, Emma.
Ooh,
it's you.
Yay.
It's your turn today. Hello. All right, 10 questions, 60 seconds. As we always say pass if you're not sure, okay? Because we usually have time to come back.
Righto.
Emma, are you all set to start?
I think I am.
All right,
think so.
Emma, good luck, because here we go. Here comes question number 1. Who is the President of the United States?
Joe Biden.
Question 2. Who is soccer player Mary Fowler's NRL player boyfriend?
Pass.
Question 3. What sports brand is signified by a large cat species?
Pass.
Question 4. True or false? All polar bears are left-handed.
False.
Question 5. In 2000, Kathy Freeman won a gold medal for which event?
400 metres.
Question 6. Who said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country?
Pass.
Question 7. Bangers and mash is slang for what foods?
Sausages and mashed potato.
Question 8. Who wrote James and the Giant Peach?
Ronald Dahl.
Question 9. What is the largest number on a standard dice?
6.
Question 10. Acetone is used to remove which beauty product?
Nail polish.
Question 2. Who is soccer player Mary Fowler's boyfriend?
Nate Cleary.
Oh, it is Nathan Cleary. Yes, you knew that in the end. It was actually Roald Dahl rather than Ronald Dahl, but we gave you that anyway.
I always say that.
And
do that.
do you know the brand signified
Puma.
by a puma?
Emma.
And
Yeah.
who said ask not what your country can
John
do?
F. Kennedy.
Oh, yes.
If only we had 5 more seconds.
Just 5 more.
Oh,
maybe
5
next
more.
year. Maybe think about it for next year.
Okay,
5 more seconds.
Instagram goes
You've got
a
1
minute
hour to
and 5.
answer these questions.
We'll call it Emmagram.
Oh, lovely.
Emma, thank you.
Emma, you get $100 for getting on
Love
with them.
you
Thank
guys so
We love
much.
you, Emma.
Thank you, Emma.
Have a good day.
Jam Nation.
Wasn't Reece Darby a charm? I love him.
I always love
him.
catching up with him.
And he's coming to Australia with his stand-up show. It's been 10 years since he's been doing stand-up. And you asked him, what were the big issues 10 years ago?
10 years ago, do you remember what was the big issue that you were doing on stand-up?
Yeah, I think 10 years ago it was definitely mermaids and where are jetpacks going?
And where have
and
they
to be
gone?
honest with you, we're still waiting.
Yeah.
The jetpack thing, it just never quite I mean, they're there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who's really got them?
Yeah, because you know what? You're right about that, Reece, because at the 1984 Olympic Games in LA, there was a guy with a jetpack.
Yep.
And it seems to come around every 10 years.
Well, I used to work on a science and technology show, and everyone says to me still, the show hasn't been on for years, still say, when are we getting our jetpacks and our flying cars?
Yeah.
We've got road rage on a road. Why would we put that in the air?
Oh, yeah.
If you arrived, just spitballing this on stage on a jetpack.
Yeah, maybe. Is there indoor jetpacks? Just sort of like training ones? I don't know.
Training jetpack.
Jetpack.
You see them at the Easter
You wouldn't
show.
want that at the ceiling fan convention. The jetpack and ceiling fan convention.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the future, when you look back at, when Beyond 2000 was on, what we thought the future would give us and what we've got are two very different things.
And the jetpack, the latest jetpack thing, if you've seen it, you get a jet ski and you attach a big nozzle to it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that?
And water shoots out the bottom of your feet like Astro Boy.
The jet ski's propulsion.
Yeah.
So now jet skis have become infinitely more irritating because now you've got this dick strapped to it.
A dick?
No, a dick head guy.
Right.
Zooming around in space.
But still, you have to train to do those things. We are not using them to transport ourselves. We're just not.
No.
So we thought the tribal drum might be beat for this. Where's my ... What did you, where's the technology or the life change that you were promised that we don't have?
You know, can I add to this?
Yeah.
Maglev train. Where is the maglev train?
My eyes twitching. I think I did so many stories at Beyond 2000 about the maglev train, and I never understood it. It's a magnetised thing, so it sits above the train track and goes fast.
I've worked in many cities around this country. Yes, a nice piece of infrastructure. The maglev train will travel...
Sydney to Canberra and going backwards.
2 seconds, you're already there.
Yeah.
There's no maglev train.
This is like utopia. Yeah. All you've got is a brochure.
All we have is artist impressions of a maglev train. And people just sort of pointing into middle distance.
All right. Well, we've got jetpacks, we've got flying cars, we've got maglev trains on the list. Where's my ... The
tribal drum is bidding for this.
Fantastic. I may not be setting any water speed records, but I'm certainly having fun.
I wasn't having fun.
Where?
I locked the crew out of the van later that afternoon.
Where is that crazy trimaran thing that you were selling on Beyond 2000? You lied.
Who knows?
Jam Nation. The tribal drum is beating Where's My Jetpack?
Wow, this is fantastic. I may not be setting any water speed records, but I'm certainly having fun.
If I saw that lady now, I'd have much to say to her.
Would you?
Where's my maglev train?
Yep, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure Beyond 2000 made a living out of the maglev train.
I did a lot of stories looking at prospecti about the maglev train.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? What's the thing that you thought the future would give you that we haven't got yet?
Nick's joined us.
Hello, Nick. What were you hoping for?
Hi, Amanda. Hi, Jonesy.
Nick.
Hi.
Where are all the underwater cities we're going to live in?
There was a real thing for underwater cities.
Was there?
Yeah, remember...
how well it went for Atlantis.
There was a TV show, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
And, there was that whole thing.
That we'd start to populate other planets and live underwater.
No, we would live underwater. It doesn't really make much sense, really, Nick, when you look at it. It's
taken us so long to evolve into where we are now. Why would we go underwater and get gills? You're right, it makes no sense.
Sorry, Nick, we've poo-pooed your idea.
Sorry, Nick, but get the prospectus to us.
Get us some prospectus. Give it to the government, I'm sure.
It was in all the books.
It was in all the books. I agree.
Yeah. Why aren't we eating space food sticks and walking around in alfoil suits? That was the vision of the future.
What happened to space food sticks? Are they still around?
I think maybe let's ask an astronaut. I don't know.
Peter's with us.
Hello, Peter. What were you hoping we'd have by now?
Well, growing up out in the Orange, there was a place there that the federal government bought all the land and they were going to have a decentralisation zone where there's going to be a big new city.
Yep.
There's nothing there now, just farms still. But we were renting a house off one of the farmers. He put up a sign that said, "You are now in the new city. Welcome to Fantasyland."
Oh. Remember the multifunction polis?
The MFT?
That was a big deal. I did 1,000 stories on a multifunction polis. Let's have a look. Let's Google what it was because I remember doing stories on it. I don't know what it was. It says here it was a controversial scheme for a planned community in Australia proposed in 1987, was abandoned in 1998. This is from the Greek word polis, meaning city. They thought this would be a place where work, leisure, lifetime education, intercultural exchange, research and manufacturing will be uniquely integrated. And now after, it says here, a lot of investment from Japanese investors, and it was abandoned because there's a lot of criticism thinking it would be just a Japanese settlement on Australian soil. They chose a site north of Adelaide and it was all going to happen, the multi-function polis. Thank you, Peter.
Peter, that's great. Laney's with us.
Hi, Laney. What were you promised that we didn't get?
Hi, Jonesy, Amanda. The reverse aging pill.
Oh, where's that? Where is that?
I know.
But do you want that? Have you seen that movie Substance with Demi Moore? Because the implications are dreadful because she misuses the reverse aging.
Yeah, well, Laney and I wouldn't misuse it.
Yeah, you know what?
We're not going to Benjamin Button it and end up as a fetus.
I'll come into work one day and there'll be a little embryo sitting across from me.
Our expensive creams will have to do.
It could go either way, couldn't it?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'm only going to say it once.
Friend of the show, I think we can call him friend of the show. Rhys Darby was on earlier and we were talking about what he was doing stand-up comedy-wise 10 years ago. What were the big issues? This is what he said. 10 years ago, do you remember what was the big issue that you were doing on stand-up?
Yeah, I think 10 years ago it was definitely mermaids and where are jetpacks going?
And where have they
to be
gone?
honest with you, we're still waiting.
Yeah.
The jetpack thing, it just never quite came. I mean, they're there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who's really got them?
And they seem to pop up every now and then, but the Tribal Drummer's beating for this, where's my jetpack?
Wow, this is fantastic. I may not be setting any water speed records, but I'm certainly having fun.
When you say they pop up now and then, it's at the Easter show or like in an exhibition. It's never someone getting to work with one.
It's just not Gavin with his jetpack.
No, and his briefcase heading off.
He just shows up to work. Hey, guys. Psh.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
No.
So what are you missing? What did the future promise you that you haven't got? Hello, Rafiq. How are you?
I am very well, thank you.
What were you after that you...
Hello, Rafiq.
What are you after that you thought you'd have by now?
Wearing the suit where you press a button and it changes colour, it changes where it suits you in the day, press the button and you got a suit for the night.
Yeah.
Or the disco.
I didn't or the disco. I didn't even think that was a thing. You pressed a button.
I did a lot of stories on fabrics that would change and blah, blah, blah.
Hypercolour T-shirts.
All that stuff that never became a thing.
My dad used to have one of those knockoff hypercolour T-shirts, so it didn't do it. It just said hypercolour.
And it just showed the pink stains.
It just had normal stains on it, but I said it's against the whole thing.
Against the whole thing.
So the hypercolour T-shirt, what about that?
But that's different. That's not an invention. That was a fad.
Yeah,
it's like saying what happened to the yo-yo. That's not what we're asking. It's what you thought the future would give you.
Oh, sorry, Rafiq. Now you're off topic as well.
No, he's not. You are. Because we thought we'd have those clothes that you press a button and we'd go from day to night.
That's just Rafiq's imagination.
No, there were stories. That was always the futuristic stuff.
You pressed a button.
Yeah, and it would change colour. It would suddenly go into a tuxedo for night. It's that kind of stuff.
Where's that from?
Well, where's all of it from? Where's all of it from? It didn't all come from science. Popular culture promised these things too.
Sounding a bit defensive there.
Brad, hello.
Hi, guys.
What were you promised and you didn't get?
Look, there's been a lot of medical breakthroughs, but pardon the pun, one that hasn't popped up is penis enlargement pills.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, they do have an operation, but did you think there'd be a pill, Brad?
Yeah, I thought there might be an easier way to do it than going in for get the cut the skin. So.
Yeah.
So are we presuming that you've gone and had that done, Brad?
No.
No, not yet. I've never really taken that leap of faith yet.
No.
So I'm waiting for the pills to come out.
Okay.
Because there's that thing as well, the pump that you put on there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, good luck with those pills, Brad. Hello, John.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Very well. What is your version of the future that we don't have?
Well, we do have the flying car.
Do we? Where's the flying car?
So it was developed over 10 years ago in Europe, and it is currently in production, and we do actually have an Australian agent. It's called the PAL-V. It's based on a gyrocopter system, and it converts back into a vehicle. You have it at home, you drive to an airport, you take off, you fly to another airport, land there, then drive to where you're going. The PAL-V. It will be in Australia within the next 10 years.
And do you fly it yourself, John? Do you fly it yourself?
Yeah, so you have to have your standard license and obviously your car license, and it's going through a lot of red tape at the moment in Australia, but it's already passed a lot of regulations overseas, so it's in production overseas. And if you look at the big European car shows, the PAL-V Liberty features there.
We've got it up on Jen Y. Rye has Googled it.
What's it look like? Have a look.
Look at it.
So it does, even when it's flying, it still looks like a car.
Yeah, but does that all fold down the...
It does, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't drive along with a propeller on it.
But, John, you've got to drive to the airport.
There's a big skill set. You still have to drive to the airport, which a lot of people freak out about.
People are stuck in traffic for ages
They can't just take off from where they're driving.
No, so you've got to drive to the airport.
And then
so
fly.
You're stuck in traffic, and then you fly to another airport when you're stuck in traffic again.
Yeah. Interesting that the technology exists, though.
John, do you have shares in this PAL-V business?
No, but I've been following it. It's about $500,000, I reckon, to buy. So it's not too out of reach.
Plus all the cost of your lessons to learn to fly.
We should get on that.
Look, I get scared when I drive to the airport.
No, I get scared when you drive to the airport.
Thank you, John.
Good on you. Thank you for all your calls.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Honking someone to get out of a car spot. Does it pass the pub test? This happened to you. Were you the honker or the honky?
I went to the gym yesterday and I came out and I sat in my car, which was parked along a road. It wasn't in a car parking area. It wasn't, one of those have to reverse in, whatever. I was just parallel parked on the side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I came out and my brother I saw had texted and my son had texted and I just wanted to check that everything was all right because my dad hasn't been well, etc.
Sure.
So I just thought I'd check my messages. And then I probably got a bit vague in the head and had a bit of driveway time, when you start just to flick through your phone a bit. And there was a person who honked me because they wanted my parking spot. I wasn't in a shopping centre. I wasn't at a crowded beach.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair enough? I was outraged. And I fumed, and I was between two four-wheel drives, so it took me about an hour to be able to get my car out. But I was fuming. And I thought, if I was in a position of thinking, so I hadn't put my indicator on, nothing. I was just sitting in my car.
Was your car on?
No.
Foot on the brakes?
No.
So no brake lights?
No. But they saw me sitting in there.
Well, that's as rude as hell.
Is it? Because that's what I thought. But then I thought if I saw someone else doing that, I'd be annoyed, but I wouldn't honk
If you're
them.
just sitting in the car, but if the car's not running...
no, none of
and
that.
your foot's not
No
on the brakes,
indicator
there's
on.
no lights on.
No, none of that.
If there's someone and they
look like they're about to come out, that's different.
And you see their reversing lights on, you think, well, okay, they're leaving. But sometimes people just sit there, put it in reverse, and then dick around.
Yeah, no, I wasn't doing any of that.
There's going to be a honk coming.
No, I was just sitting in my car.
Yeah, I think you're in the right.
Do you?
Yep. I'm on your side.
I would be annoyed at someone, but I'd never honk them.
I would not honk someone. No, I got to agree.
Well, what do you think? This is the pub test
rude.
today. Honking to get someone out of a car park.
But if you're waiting for ages and you're on a busy road, as you say...
Well, she was blocking up the road.
And then you're going to miss that opportunity while Johnny muck around.
And they're doing roadworks there. It's very hard to get a parking spot. I know that. I fight for a parking spot as well.
Mm-hmm.
I still wouldn't have beeped me. So, honking to get someone out of a car park, does it pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
WSFM, hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda. The Arias. Big deal last night.
Big deal. The winner of the album of the year was Troye Sivan.
Yeah. I like this.
He also won Best Solo Artist with that.
Good on you, Troy. What about another Troy? Our boy Troy.
Troy Casadale, Best Country Album for Between the Fires. Love it.
Man, he just gets better and better, TCD.
Good on him. I just love it. I saw on his wife's socials, Laurel's socials, saying that, what a night. Troy won and she got to sit next to Daryl Braithwaite. Everyone got what they needed.
Was Daryl there? Did he wear a good shirt?
Yeah, he had a T-shirt and a suit. He looked nice.
Good.
I just perfed him as well.
Not like he just got out of the garden.
Now, there was also the public voted awards. Song of the Year was G-Flip. I like her too. Worst Person Alive, it's called.
I like G-Flip. We've got some good Aussie acts, haven't
Absolutely.
we? Really?
Such a rich body of work from so many people is amazing. Hall of Fame was Missy Higgins, and we spoke to her a few weeks before she was inducted and she knew it was on the way.
I think I'm the youngest person to be inducted in, so, I haven't particularly been expecting it to happen at this point. I thought that it was going to be something that happened when I was at least 50 or 60.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
A few more wrinkles.
Because you're not, how old are you? You're like about 30, aren't you? Feels like...
Thank you very much. It must be a good Zoom filter I've got going on. But I'm 40.
40. We're hip with the music. I'm hip with the music. You're not.
Why?
Well, you would have thought that Maureen Elknott probably should have been in Hall of Fame.
Oh, come on.
That's who you would have...
I know what you're after,
Well,
but I'll put you straight.
Maybe that's me, but here's who you thought should have been inducted.
What's the matter, you? Hey,
Joe Dolce.
I think he's actually been inducted.
Is he? Do you think that Troye Sivan and Joe Dolce have been used in the same sentence before? Who knows?
Maybe
Who knows?
they should do a collab.
Maybe.
With G-Flip.
Yeah, maybe.
And TCD could put a bit of twang in there.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell.
The pub test today happened to a friend of mine. She's parked on the side of the road, just sitting in the car, having a bit of driveway
me,
time.
so let me tell the story. That's exactly what had happened. I'd come out of the gym, I was sitting in my car, parallel parked on the side of the road. And I know parking spots along there are really tight, but I was sitting there, I saw a text from my brother. My dad hasn't been well, so I thought I'd better have a look what's happening. Then I just started doing a little bit of checking some texts, blah, blah, blah. And then someone honks me. Someone is waiting for my spot and honked me to get out.
I'm going to add to this, how long were you in the spot first? Secondly, did the person see you getting into your car?
I don't know that. I don't know whether they saw me getting in.
So when you see someone getting into the car...
Maybe 4 minutes. And I didn't have indicator on. I didn't have brake lights on. None of that. I was just sitting in my car. I don't even think I had a seatbelt on. Do they have the right to honk? I was outraged. I'd be annoyed if I was waiting for a parking spot and someone was in their car, but I wouldn't honk to move them along. It's different if you're coming out of a shopping centre and you're putting your groceries in. It's different maybe if you're at the beach and those spots are limited. Just sitting in the car on the side of the road, I don't know.
Does it pass the pub test, honking someone to get out of a car spot?
Absolutely not. Oh, I would have died on the hill. We would both have died waiting for me to pull out. I would not have done that. That is just so rude. Yep, you want the spot. That's fair, but no, you don't, Bib.
Doesn't pass the pub test to bit the horn. Just wait, have patience. A friend of mine, when people treat him, he actually gets out of the car and looks at the back of the car to see if there's anything wrong, He slows them down.
Yeah, it does when there's no other car park.
There's illegal use of the horn, $400 fine. So what happened to Amanda is basically she can just ignore that driver because you're only supposed to use your horn if there's an immediate danger of a collision.
Yeah, it does, because maybe not tooting you to move. They might just be asking, are you going to move? Depends how long you hold your hand on the horn.
No, it doesn't pass the pub test. Some people are bloody dickheads. No honking, I say.
Interesting point. You can't get a nuance from a honk.
Oh, you can. You can do a me.
It wasn't. It was a bam. It was like that. Bam.
What about dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun?
The munch truck is here. I'd have run out and asked for a muffin.
You love when the munch truck shows up.
Well, I'll tell you, speaking of munching, coming up next, this is a gird your loins. This is a recipe from the late 50s, early 1960s for TikTok tucker. I see people on TikTok giving it a go. Let's see what we do.
Jam Nation.
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Ever fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
It's not a bad tucker, though.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you diarrhea.
TikTok tucker feedback about TikTok tucker from Instagram.
Feedback.
Sammy Dog the Cavoodle writes, love Jonesy and Amanda, but this segment is irritating. And it's accentuated with a smiley, winky face. What's that?
Now that's like a smug face.
No,
So
so
they happy with the
razzed by
segment?
cavoodles.
Dogs don't like it.
Watch out.
Anyway.
You're looking for any recipes.
Perhaps this will be our last one we do. I know we've got one more.
Today is confronting. This is a recipe from the late 50s.
Okay, well, it might be good.
1960s. I'm confronted for a number of things. One is because one of the ingredients in it. It's a salad. You know, I love salads.
Yeah, okay.
But I've also got to use this slicer dicer. You know, a
the mandolin. I got you that for Christmas.
Yeah, remember you gave me that for Christmas and I nearly sliced the end of my finger off. I look at this and I have the heebie-jeebies already. And that's not even before we get to the ingredient. What we're making here is a carrot and liver salad.
I thought you said carrot and liver salad.
Got a problem with carrot?
You're not talking about liver?
Liver. All right, I'm going to start by, let's get this carrot ready. I'm going to, rather than grating it and taking my hands off.
Well, you got to put it in the little thing.
Yeah, but this is how I grate. This is what I do at home for my carrot.
with a veggie peeler.
With a veggie peeler, and we'll just get strips of it. So I'm getting strips of carrot. Okay, strips there, strips there, strips here.
You didn't think to do this during Take On Me by AHA?
You always like me. You like me to do the whole recipe, Brendan. I'm like a 50s housewife. I'm not in charge here. You say, I want you to slice it, I want you to do it all.
It's a Tony Abbott world.
Well, then we'd be eating onions raw.
I would rather eat raw onion.
Well, everyone would. Everyone would.
Than liver.
I'd rather eat Kevin Rudd's earwax than have to partake in this today.
I feel a bit queasy.
So what we're doing, I've sliced up a carrot. I'm going to put that into a salad bowl.
Yep. Okay.
Goes into the salad bowl there.
Rightio.
Now it's time to grate there's apple goes into it as well. Let's try and dilute this flavour as much as possible.
Are you using the device?
I am.
I'll just do it.
Oh, you do it. I have a thing about this. Oh.
Have you got the guard? You're supposed to put the guard on.
What's the guard?
To stop you chopping off your fingertips.
Yeah, I'm too scared. I'm just going to slice it up. Okay. Okay, I'm chopping up I've got gloves on too for the essential ingredient of the liver, which one of our producers very kindly cooked at home last night. Their flatmates have left in a hurry.
So it's pre-cooked liver?
Yeah, well, it's not raw liver.
Rightio.
Ironically, I like pate, but smeared on a piece of toast, just a chunk of
I don't like that. No, I can't deal with pate.
Can't you?
I like it at first and then it tastes like bum.
No, you like it at first and it tastes like bum because you realise you're eating innards. It's funny, we can eat the outards and all of that, but we don't like eating the innards. Friends of mine were travelling, backpacking through France years ago. They had no money and they thought, let's splurge one night and go into a highly hatted restaurant. Everything tasted really unusual and it's only afterwards they realised they'd been in Paris's top offal restaurant and they were eating testicles most of the night.
Wasn't that you on a Kentucky tour?
Testicles all night. Thank you, Brendan. All right, time for the liver. Time for the liver. Let me have a... Doesn't smell too bad. Okay, I'm going to slice it up. It's cold as well, cold liver. And a bottle of Chianti. I've got gloves on so that I can get through the day. It's as if I'm chopping up dry meat. That's what that's like. All right, let's put some more of that in.
Yep. Okay.
Digital Jenna's trying to film this. She's a vegetarian and she's not coping very well.
Yeah, the liver is the worst part for the vegetarians.
Well, your liver would be well fruited. Okay, I'm going to put this in.
Okay.
So what have we got in
here? You're going to munch it in together.
And what happens now is I put some salad dressing. I'm going to give you a choice. Would you like ranch dressing or Thousand Island?
Oh, let's go Thousand Island. Let's go old school.
Okay. A squirt of that.
Yep.
I'm going to mix it together, and when we return, we're going to eat our liver, carrot, and apple salad.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
You hungry?
Starving.
It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Never fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad tucker, though.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though. Tends to give you diarrhea.
TikTok tucker. We eat food from TikTok or make TikTok food and eat it.
Well, this has had a resurgence in TikTok, but it's a recipe from like the early 1960s. It is carrot, apple, and liver salad. It was very posh for the times because I've made the salad, which is a grated carrot, a chopped apple, chopped cooked liver, and you serve it in like a lettuce. So I'm going to put it
like
into
a Sanchoy bao.
Yeah, I'm
from hell.
Sanchoy how? All right, I'm going to stick this into a cup for us all.
A cup of lettuce.
Into a lettuce cup. There's one. Will you please, Ryan, pass that to Brendan? It looks nice. As I was chopping up the liver, I couldn't help but notice the dense consistency of the meat. This one's for you.
I don't think I can eat it. I don't think I can.
It's interesting. This is the very first time.
I just cannot.
This is the very first time I've thought that too. We've eaten a lot. I drank your blood. We've done a lot of weird stuff. This is the first time I don't think I can do it, but we're going to have to. We're strong. We're strong people. We can do it.
I'm going to be sick.
When I say 3, bite in and get a piece of liver. 1, 2, 3. You can't taste the liver.
You know what? It's not that bad.
Let me have a second bite.
No.
Oh, no.
I got a piece of meat that time. That first time I had just got the lettuce and okay. It's psychological, you know.
No.
It's a dense meat, but if it was...
It started off good.
If it was venison or something, we could do it. And that's a dense meat. This, just that I suddenly got a piece, and I love pate. I suddenly got a piece of it and I thought, I can't do it. I can't. I was sorry that I spat up on camera, Jenna.
It started off good and ended up terrible. It's like a Mike Tyson fight.
I'd rather eat his buttocks.
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Never fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad duck enough.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
Don't eat too much, though.
If you want to get that recipe for your Christmas table, it'll be on our socials.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Many of us have become obsessed with Mike Tyson's buttocks. They've become a meme, really, haven't they? The circumstances under which we saw them was when he was having a pre-match interview before his boxing bout.
Farce.
The farce. We saw the farce. He was being interviewed by his son, wasn't it? And he said, good luck, thanks, son. And then he turned around and he had like a sumo wrestler G-string on.
Yeah.
It was an unusual look.
The amount of memes I've seen about it, it's just breathtakingly great.
Well, what about this now? A spokesperson for the adult website, Cam Soda, has told TMZ Sports that they're offering him $250,000 to show his bare bum on a live stream for 1 hour.
1 hour.
It's a specific deal, isn't it? Just maybe he could get half of that for one cheek. Cam Soda VP Darren Parker made the offer in a letter to the former heavyweight world champion, writing, I understand this offer may be a far cry from what you've raked in on the fight, but let's face it, maybe it's time to hang up the gloves. I think this offer is the perfect way to still get in front of people and perform in a different, less strenuous way. And you won't have to worry about anyone biting or going after your ears. So presumably he just stands in front of the camera for an hour and we look at his bum.
Well, people looked at David Beckham sleeping.
Did they?
That was a thing.
On OnlyFans?
No, it was like an art gallery installation.
People saw your bum on stage and your front bits. A lot of people asking for their money back. It wasn't even the full Monty.
A price was paid.
You were there, Billy Elliot. It was really unfortunate.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the ghoulies get together.
$20,000. Next Friday, someone is going to win that money for being our favourite ghoulie of the year.
What have we got today?
What gets my ghoulies is news reports that constantly report on things happening in Sydney's West. That is a huge area that they nominate. Why can't we just stick to having a news report from the actual suburb? If someone wants to find a geographical location, they can Google it. We don't need to say it anymore. Can we just stick to saying the suburbs rather than saying everything bad happens in Sydney's West? That's what gets my ghoulies.
Do you feel that?
Interesting point. Fair enough.
What else have we got?
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda. What really frustrates me is that since I bought my car in 2017, my insurance has doubled, even though the value of my car is now less than half of what I paid for it. I've never made a claim, so it feels like I'm just footing the bill for everyone else's bad driving. That's what gets my ghoulies.
It's true. That's
doesn't
just
sound
life.
right, does
it's
it?
life. I remember when I turned 27, I went, whoa, cheap insurance. And the insurance company said, oh, well, what's happening now is your demographic, we've raised it to 29. I thought when I hit 30, when I hit 56, they said, no, now your group is highly represented in accidents. So there's no such thing.
You're causing most of it.
There's no such thing as cheap insurance. Yeah. That's just part of life. Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, you can contact us via the iHeartRadio app.
Caller, email or Facebook friend wins a double pass to Cirque du Soleil's Lucia. I can't wait to see this. It's opening in Sydney next week. It's playing at the Entertainment Quarter under the iconic Big Top for a limited season.
Are you going to wear a cape?
Why?
Or just, opening night, you're there with a cape?
With
like
canapes?
Bernard King or something?
Is that how you spell canapes? Then yes.
Jonesy and Amanda T-Tow coming your way with the key ring.
Today, off the back of our conversation with Rhys Darby, we asked what kind of future invention do you think we've missed out on? Because he was talking about jetpacks. We said, where's our jetpack?
10 years ago, do you remember what was the big issue that you were doing on stand-up?
Yeah, I think 10 years ago it was definitely mermaids and where are jetpacks going?
And where have they gone?
To be honest with you, we're still waiting.
Yeah.
The jetpack thing, it just never quite came. I mean, they're there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who's really got them?
Who has got them?
Well, Nick from Erskine Park was holding out for hope of an underwater city.
Where are all the underwater cities we're going to live in?
Where that woman on the TV lied to me.
Wow, this is fantastic.
but Digital Jenna, has found footage of me from Beyond 2000 attempting to rollerblade. I've just put it on my socials as well if you need to be horrified at how well I do it.
I didn't know you were that way inclined.
What do you mean?
Rollerblader.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Phil Weaver's filling in for Ugly Phil, but he's giving you a chance to win everything you need for Christmas with WSFM's Christmas Free.
We'll be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
We'll see you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, dear, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.